I guess if you get lightheaded for trying to carry 5 people, you're lucky. When I try and carry 5 people, they just collapse on me because I have no upper body strength.
I've seen you struggle to carry a case of Diet Coke, so I'm not surprised.
No, it's a case where I'm lucky that my appearance looks more intimidating than it might be just on pure body weight alone, because really there's no strength behind it.
They're going to be able to control the high ground with this rather easily, and that's not a spot you see Tracer very often. They have to transcend to get in on this fight already. Custa has res if he can stay alive.
They go for the Transcendence, deep dive in, they find XQC, but no one is looking at Za right now, and he's able to bomb Kariv from above, takes down Verbo. Both supports have been assassinated by Za, and that should open up the gates here for Arc 6.
There are some DPS ults on the side of Immortals, but the barrier should make them wait for it.
Barrier comes out, Za very well protected in the top, and here comes Jildies. Anti-Air Dragon Blade underway, finds Custa, looking for more. And he might get stalled out there. Custa will be his only victim of the blade, but it has stalled out Arc 6 a little bit. They have to back out, and now they go for the re-engage.
Well, self-destruct on the cart is going to move everyone out. Fate unable to get away from that, and now they have to barrier just to stay alive in this fight. The defensive barrier comes out. Trades coming back and forth. Trades will favor the defense in this situation.
Now Arc 6, they're going to take another look here. They have both support ults up. They're going to open with the barrier, and now let's see what that opens up for Za. Barrage locked and loaded. He's going to use it immediately. Knows he's going to be rezzed up, but he gets Verbo and hyped. It's a good barrage, used sneakily underneath the banner there. And now, this might be enough for Arc 6 to take this. You still have Fate in the back, stalling it out. Grim Reality certainly is a threat, and here comes Agilities. It's a blade lane to the fight. The res has already been used, and Grim Reality and Agility is able to break it open as Za can only watch. Look at Grim, he's off on a mission right now. This is the Grim Reality flanking mission. It is a pleasure of his, and now, going to the backline, gets discorded. Ginger Pop not really having much of this, and still, Grim going deeper. The distraction in the back opens up Agilities from the front. He's able to take down Ginger Pop. Both supports are gone, and this is looking like a very good defense indeed from Immortals to open up King's Row.
Only the tanks remain as they try to contest the point, but now that is space out of the fight. XQC jumping in and out, but chased down by Fate. They will not capture second point of King's Row, barring a miracle, which I do not see coming.
By the way, just life advice when casting, never try and say bisect and Arc 6 at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. It is a bad idea. You cross the streams and something completely different may cross your lips, so. And now Fate will be leading the way, diving right in, hyped right with him side by side, and you have Agilities laying in the shurikens from the back, and yet Arc 6 able to really deal with this rather well in the beginning, but with Dante going down, they've lost the distraction into the back, and Agilities is looking at all the tasty supports into the back line.
Fate and Kariv not on the same page as Kariv is trying to hunt down Fate. He was anti-healed. The Transcendence came out to try to come and save him, but they were just dancing around each other. It does not matter. The ground war goes largely in favor, completely in favor would be a better term, of Immortals. Fate went in over top, dropped a bubble in front of the rest of the team so that his team could do damage, they could not, but didn't really commit to it. Now the commitment comes in, a beautiful bomb from Grim, both supports down in a flash.
Easy is all Grim Reality must be thinking right there as he gets, as you said, both supports. That's the fight, 1 and done, or in that case, 2 and done. Immortals easily cutting through Arc 6. Agilities right now holding onto the blade. The Transcendence is out, going into the back, and he saves the blade. Smart stuff right now from Agilities. He knows that they have support ults they can layer. He can wait to use the blade towards the end of the fight. Fate, though, rocking the back line, and this might be the finisher. The blade out for Agilities, dashing to and fro. And no! XQC, the only person he kills is Agilities. But I don't think that's going to be enough. This fight is looking very good for Immortals.
No one gets more primal rage kills than Fate. It was on this map earlier where I first noticed his impact, but he is a fighting game player and an Overwatch player's body. Winston the perfect hero for him. He's just punching fools to death. It's crazy.
That's one downside when you run the Sombra early on. It's still a hero that does not have quite the same combat impact as some of the other heroes in the game, so if you can't drag out the fight to the first EMP, there is a window where the other team has an advantage. But Custa, he's gonna dive right in, he drops the EMP, and now, can Arc 6 capitalize? I get Kariv immediately right off of it, and it sets up Dante to just move in and get anything he wants.
That's the Sombra swing right there as you enter the next fight with EMP, almost guaranteed. Space the one now, diving through people, takes out both of the Immortals tanks. We will see the point flip back over while Immortals sits at 30%.
Meanwhile, look at Dante. Up here in the top, stalking, looking for a pulse bomb opportunity. He's gonna get it now. No! Throws it right into the defensive matrix. It's good D.Va play coming out here from Hyped, protecting his team as the Immortals begin their approach.
Well, of any of the Zenyatas who could read it and nail the Transcendence, it's gonna be Kariv. We saw him hit 3 Transcendences post-EMP against Rope earlier today. There's the EMP, where's the follow-through?
EMP comes out, and the Transcendence is out. Kariv did read it, and that is big. It cancels out the EMP blade opening, and Agilities is able to feast into the back. Immortals taking that fight very well.
You can counter Sombra, you just have to be one of the best Zenyatas on the planet. No big deal. Not that hard, guys. This is the last good fight for Arc 6. They have to find something.
We'll see just what they have there. And speaking of finding something, Grim Reality finding all sorts of kills into the back. XQC was not even ready for that as Grim. It's a very swift strike that really puts this completely out of reach now for Arc 6. Just when you're not expecting it, it's Grim. He strikes, and this is looking like a very good first round here for the Immortals.
Desperation, ults coming in. Ginger Pop not even moving anymore. He's given up the ghost, given up hope on the point. Immortals will take Ruin Stage, but closer than Kings, I would say.
That might be tough, especially with no extra fall through to go with it. And all right,
oh, come on.
Now we got our pause. Mid barrage. All right. Well, Kariv is dead. Pulse Bomb comes out, and Kariv out of the fight already. Dante into the back line, getting what he wants, and Immortals, they got the sound barrier down Kariv as Hyped. Goes for some fireworks, nerf this into the air. Not getting quite what he needs. The Resurrection, though, is out for Arc 6, and they are back up to full strength.
It's the first time that they've had to use it, that anyone's been under pressure or really even killed at all. It has been all Arc 6's map. Kariv will come in, transcend onto his team, but still no kills for them. Blade now out. Agilities gets
Blade out for Agilities.
Yeah, it's
well, if anyone could turn it back, it'd be Agilities, but he's still outnumbered to some degree here on the point. But attrition maybe taking its toll. Barrage in from Zon. Oh my goodness, Agility's going straight to the moon! If you look really closely, you can still see him over the summer sky. Arc 6 has been struggling in getting any initial starting kills, so the Resurrection might have to be a res just to keep them in the fight, which is not fight winning. It might win you the fight after a time, but there it is. The Pulse Bomb comes in, and Dante is able to start this out on a much better note. Now if they resurrect to bring up, say, XQC, it'll be more of a tempo res, and they might even be able to save just that. Bait leading the way onto the point first. Agility's in the back, holding on to the blade, waiting for his opportunity. XQC goes down, the Discord Orb sealing his fate, and Agility is just working his way around right now. Custa gonna bring up the Fallen, and now is the time to bring out the blade. He got space before he got back into the mech.
That's such a vital kill. Makes D.Va a lot easier when she's outside of her armored mech suit. And they're now going to start fighting on the point. This is the angle they need to take Ginger Pop down, but Kariv gives his life for it too. Barrage doesn't get that much, mostly shut down by the defense matrix. Hype gives up his suit for it, but that's a fair trade.
Dante still holding on to the Pulse Bomb. Going after Grim, going to be zoning him out a bit. Does have a good opportunity to throw in. Oh no, they don't get on the point!
This is what cost Arc 6 some points yesterday, and brutal, and she forgot to change settings back to best of 5.
Good splash damage to the Immortals backline, and if they just get a little bit fall through there, that might be all Arc 6 needs to take this fight, and it appears to be the case. Ooh.
Yeah, that is a lot of late kills coming in. This should be enough. There's a little bit of stall, but when no one has the point, like, what's the point of stalling here?
In any case, Dante right now. Pulse Bomb coming out, and it's Eden! The reaction from Hyped throws the defensive matrix back, deals with the Pulse Bomb, and now Immortals, they're still at full strength as they move in, and Agilities has the blade.
It's been some nice healing to keep Agilities and Grim up. They were both in rough situations. Kariv's going to transcend alone on the point.
Oh no, no! Agilities, what have you done? I can't believe you've done this! Dash is off the ledge! Well, alright.
Alright.
In any case, Agilities right now, looking for the entry blade, this time staying well away from the ledge. Doesn't want to repeat that, and now the blade comes out, and again, it's the anti-air Dragon Blade. Chasing after Custa. Custa pulls out the pistol for a moment, and he's gonna get booped around. Here comes XQC. He is bouncing Agilities very far out of the fight. Arc 6, the Pharah Gambit paying off, and this might even things up at 2-2 here. They get the final kills they need, and Immortals, they do not come up with the answer there. A little bit of error on execution to begin with, but now anyone's game as we go to the final round here in Ilios. Over the top, treats Agilities to a special rocket, but the ground war still very much going in the favor of Immortals right now. Grim getting his man in Ginger Pop, and Za right now on the point, not with a lot of friends by him, still has his lifeline. And this is getting messy, to say the least, as Immortals doing a good job of stalling this out and keeping Arc6 back. No, he hasn't had great res opportunities here in general, but this is nice from Dante. Gonna D-Mech hyped in the beginning and take him down right away. So it's a better opening here for Arc6. The resurrection in on Za. Arc6 all in to take the point right here, right now. And frankly, they have to be, but Grim into the back, being the Dream Breaker right now, keeping Immortals in this fight. And by the way, Agilities has the blade. He can easily clean up the scraps here if it is necessary, but they've killed so many people that he might be able to just save it.
Now they're gonna have to go back and reset for one last chance, and he is going to be able to hold on to that blade. Custa had used the res early. That is a terrible kind of stagger. He's going to be in spawn for 5 seconds. They're going to have to fight this 5v6.
And Agility's holding onto the blade. This could be vital. Gets in, dispatches Custa immediately. Not like he was close to a resurrection anyways. And Immortals will do the dirty work here. Throw Arc6 away on Ilios, and now up 2-0 here in the series. And Arc6 right now just looking for a way in. Za now comes in off the flank. Was with the rest of his team, loops back around, and has Kariv in his sights. Kariv, do you know the death that is coming for you right now? Eats one rocket, almost eats a second, and he's able to float right out of there. Meanwhile, Fate, Agilities, and Grim easily clearing out the other side.
Well, Grim hit an opening pulse bomb that opened things up. It D-mech'd the D.Va, and then it made XQC have to focus on what was in front of him, and Grim was able to get in so much damage from behind as well.
Look at Agilities in the air. Barrage armed and at the ready. Gonna have to do more of the work here because Grim is out. Self-destruct. Over the top from height. Gets Custa. That's big. No resurrection will be in play here for the offense, and they really could use a tempo res right about now.
Well, I'm a little surprised that Kariv didn't res as soon as they got Custa, but I guess you want to hold it for the next fight. You're already in a pretty dominating position.
He's gonna have to take himself out of it for a moment. Almost goes down. Sound barrier in here from Arc6 as they dive onto Immortals, onto the point. Not able to convert on any kills, however, pushed out immediately, and this fight still continues.
Ooh, Agilities with a chunk onto Za. He tries to barrage Custa so that he can't res, but Custa dropping to the ground will try to get this resurrection in. He's got one in his sights. Can't find more. Almost gets 3. Agilities just denied that entirely. He was hitting Q. The animation had started.
Custa right now probably going, I got it on my screen. I had it on my screen and it didn't go in, but that will be the difference maker here, as Immortals is able to finish it out and get the first round. Well, the dive is coming in now, and Agilities holds onto blade and blown up by Dante. Wasn't checking his back. And Arc6 now with the way to victory in this fight. Both Zenyatta's gonna transcend. Kariv out of the Iris. Dante in his back. And Kariv, you're pretty good, but this is a rough situation to be in. Dante will finish him off. And that fight, all Dante.
This is a stage that you wouldn't necessarily expect Arc6 to be great at. Oh, this
Hype they're not letting Hype through! This is the Iron Wall! Oh.
Yeah.
And right now, the poke war going alright here for Immortals. Agility is working his way up to the first Dragon Blade. Neither team really going into the other team's safe zone. Both teams, as you mentioned, Hex, know where they want to fight this, so space control is paramount. The problem is for Arc6 is that they do have to get to a point. It was almost captured by Immortals. It forced their hand, and it will get capped by Immortals, even as the fight is still in progress.
I think someone was on that point. It was very odd. Anyway, XQC had to dive in all alone when the pressure was on them to cap the point. Dante trying to bring this back. Dante with a double pulse bomb. D-Mex hypes and takes on Agilities, and I have not seen a Tracer have a bigger impact for his team in clutch situations in recent memory than Dante has today for Arc6.
Meanwhile, you look at Immortals, they do have a window. They can come in with the Transcendence, force out the res from Custa, and that might be what they're looking for here is Kariv, looking to be his own anti-air, hurling some balls up into the sky, and now he's going to go for the Transcend. Immortals, they sense blood in the water, they're going to move in, and with Custa down, no resurrection is here to save Arc6. Custa is out of the fight already, so Za no longer has a lifeline, and even though he gets his way onto the point, not much is going to be to save him when damage comes in. Although, for now, they're not really looking at too much. Grim has other priorities, wanting to get space before he gets back into the mech, and will. Space denied from getting back in. The self-destruct is all he has, and XQC now leaping back onto the point. The problem is that if this is supposed to be stall, it's a little bit late. Immortals already has control of the point, and here comes Agilities with the blade, looking to clean this up, and he's doing a pretty good job of it, Hex.
Let's see where Grim is right now. He's got Pulse Bomb.
Grim is holding onto a bomb right now, looking for victims. Oh, it sticks, and goodbye, XQC. He's had a lot of experience today getting turned into fireworks and other types of explosive material.
And he's a big target. Hard to miss the pulse bombs there, especially when a D.Va is not near him. That's why it's so important for your D.Va to be playing around the Winston. Well, one of a trillion reasons, really. Oh, Dante barely gets the pack before Grim's on him, but discorded and down Dante goes. Grim's been able to check him sometimes today.
Grim has been very good on Tracer. All around, whether it be Tracer v Tracer or just getting early pulse bombs into the fight, he's been a force here for Immortals, as now we are in the overtime. It is a final opportunity for Arc6 to come back in here. The barrage from Za neutralized by Hyped in one quick motion. And this will be, from the looks of it, another round going the way of Immortals. The Tracers on both sides having good moments, but the resurrection coming in from Kariv, Za going to follow the Grim, and Grim again being the rock for Immortals. The key pickoffs, a nice pulse bomb towards the end. That's how you clear out XQC and stop the stall. And he's in hot pursuit, but the sound barrier going to keep Kariv very much alive. Custa low himself right now, able to get out of trouble. Za, a big barrage, takes down two. The resurrection going to bring him up after he's punished, and Arc6 should be able to roll in and retake this point. Fate, the last person delaying, and he will fall.
So they know they have a small window, but they don't know the exact timings of it.
Fate right now just jumped his way in, not even with the Winston jump, just walking right up, and oh, he's going for XQC. Monkey on monkey fighting going on into the back, and Fate able to result in XQC's death.
Well, they're going to solo res Grim here, and you can choose much worse targets. Grim also had Pulse Bomb available and will end up using it to D-Mac. But Dante is able to take down Kariv. He's able to desuit Hype, but that is it. They will bring them back up on the point and keep stalling this one out.
I mean, we can bring this to Westeros if you want, Hex, and we will go from there. But this is tense at the moment. 88% to 99%. Arc6, final opportunity to bring this back. And as we know, it could last for a while. They have the resurrection on deck. Za, moving to the back. Barrage, armed and ready. And right now, he's being cautious, but Verbo walks right into it. Verbo did not see the Pharaoh warning there. And now Custa, he needs to res to bring back up his team that is very much wounded here in the point. He's looking for two. And I don't know if he's going to get to. I think someone fell into it, but no, he gets Dante. Will get a double res after all. And now we're in overtime, and Hex, here we go.
Nice. Sound Barrier is going to keep Space alive as he had been stuck with a Pulse Bomb, and Space rewards that Sound Barrier by taking out Fate and Agility. Verbo is off of the edge. That is brutal. Kariv does have a res. He's got to fly in here. Where is he? He is out there. He just reses Grim. Overtime ticking so fast right now, too.
Arc6 was able to recap, though, during that, and overtime still in progress. Immortals just barely able to cross the plane there. It was Fate keeping it alive. Agility's coming back in off the flank. In Grim Reality, I don't know if you can believe it.
I don't think he can. Still more kills coming in for the side of Arc6. Custa nearing his own resurrection as 4 alive, 4 Immortals still fighting on the point. Overtime going on for a while, cannot step off for any second. Kariv grounded momentarily and punished for it. Grim again trying to one-man this. They res back up to 6. Does Arc6?
Oh, did he get it? No, Tracer able to rewind away from the boot, but Agilities drops the barrage, got Dante before he crossed the plane of door, but overtime fades, and we are going to a 5th and final round here on Lijiang. Dante gonna have a welcome pulse bomb ready in a moment.
This was the stage they looked best on, which surprised me a little bit because it's not a pharmacy stage. You can't run it on Control Center, but they crushed Immortals earlier on this stage. We'll see if Immortals had made adjustment. Dante had that pulse bomb ready, as you mentioned, but unable to get it off. That is 2 kills now for the side of Immortals as they almost take the point back, but late stall from Ginger Pop will prevent it.
Grim Reality getting all the cleanup needed there. Kariv marking the targets. Grim knocking them down. Almost every kill Grim got there. Kariv was part of the solution.
Agilities has Blade.
Well, he has the Blade. He has the barrier. With how good this initiation is, he can save the Blade.
Yeah, don't need
Saves it for the next fight. Very swift, very easy. And Space going the opposite way of Space there, falling right to the ground. Immortals, this is their window to win the series outright. If they don't win it here, they are going to feel sorry for letting Arc6 back into the series. Here comes Agilities into the backline, the Blade out, looking for his victims, supported by the Transcendence, and the disengage quite good from Arc6. They only lose Custa in the retreat, but now they have to get back in, lest they lose the point outright. And they're down 2 as Grim takes that Tracer one-on-one.
Grim has taken down Dante. There was a visor from Za, but you wouldn't know it because nothing showed up in the kill feed. Grim, Verbo combined for 2. There is a third chipped in from Kariv. Everyone now dead on the side of Arc6. Immortals gets their rematch against Rogue in the grand finals.
Arc6 finding their tournament run coming to an end. Immortals finishing them off with style. Even Dante not able to touch a point at the end due to Grim. Good stuff from Immortals, but also a valiant and highly entertaining run from Arc6.